All right, folks, let's say you head down to Ace Hardware, you got yourself a piece of rope as long as you are tall. What are the applications? How do you use it? How do you incorporate into your daily life? I think it's so versatile, it almost makes it more challenging. Hey, and so it's funny, some of the best ideas that I've got for people aren't even my ideas at all. My friend told me, she goes, this was great for mothers with young kids, newborns. You know, you got a toddler, you got a baby, it's hard for you to get a break sometimes, but you know, let's say you're rocking your kid or whatever, and let's say you can't make a lot of noise, just to be swinging and you're right here, you're breathing. You know, a lot of these, I heard my buddy said that his mom started using the rope because she wants to shred her arms out. And I'm talking low impact, effortless movement. You know, you could get a heavy rope from West Marine. This one's a little lighter. This one's nice if you're a kid, maybe if you have a pain in the fingers and the wrists, if you're maybe getting up there, maybe you're, you know, in the 80s, 90s, and you start, what's up, Miles? And you start swinging this rope around. It's so effortless, and it's powerful because it's low impact. You don't even need to leave the ground, right? So it's different than a jump rope, right? It's like the jump rope's cousin, because you're here, you're moving, you're breathing. You could get up into one leg balance, right one leg, go behind the back, and when I do this behind the back motion, I feel this tension in my back. It's almost like the tension is getting worked out, right? As you're doing this motion, you're bending and twisting the spine, loosening that lower back up, nice and easy. This is great for golf, man. I tell you, my buddy, he's a serious golfer. He told me it took 3 strokes off his handicap, right? So you start with it behind the back, here, flip over, right? Here, flip over. Here, carry that momentum, keep it swinging. This is it from behind. Swing, over, swing, over, swing, over, swing, over. And then let's try the other way. Over, swing, over, swing, over, swing. And then as you start learning these different patterns, right, you got underhand swing, you got overhand swing, you have, some people call this Matador's wheel, right, left and to the right. So then you could start doubling up, right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you start to connect them together. So now you're here, right here, you're here, then it's here, and then, right, and then you start to combine them to now where you're freestyling. So you can be rigid, right? You could go from pattern to pattern, or you could just kind of flow with it and just kind of mix it up and just explore and just see where your body is, feel how your body's moving, and you're relaxed and you're breathing. And so this is great. Literally if you're a runner, alternating underhand sneak, if you're a runner, it'll change your life, right? Because it teaches you how to whip your arms down and pop your leg up in this harmony, this synchronized movement, right? It's pop right there. And so, right, if you can't pay for your kid's running coach, if you've never had a running coach, if you're a serious high school athlete, if you're a serious college athlete, underhand swing, reach around the back. This is not going to feel comfortable in the beginning. That's okay. Slide the hand down. Now we're at the wrist. Double handles. Double handles turns into double behind the back. Double behind the back comes. I had to do this pattern for 3 days straight. Every spare moment I had. This pattern comes here, here, here. One more time. Underhand swing. Reach around the back. Elbow, wrist, handles. Double handles, double behind the back. 3 days straight. Every spare moment you get, you're hitting this one. Then it's over, over, over. And then you're getting that, right? Then you're getting that. Pop. Soccer specific. I noticed my juggling improved, which improved my passing and my shooting in an effortless way. And so this has taken my, right, in college I was spending like an hour and a half, daily practices, maybe 1 day a week off. I've taken my training from 20 total hours, maybe 20 hours a week, 30 hours a week, to like not even 10 minutes a day, maybe even 5 minutes a day. And my diet's terrible, my sleep's terrible, and yet I feel, you could see it in my movement, right? Before, when I was just doing heavy bench press, heavy squats, heavy shoulder press, heavy deadlift, I looked like a can of beans. And now I'm like 100, I'm lighter than I am in high school. And right, you could see this like smoothness, this quality of my movement, but this isn't, right? And I've only been messing around this rope for not even maybe 2 years, but it comes so fast, right? You just get this thing in your hand and you get it swinging. It's, some people, there's kind of two groups of thought. Some people who think it's too simple to be effective, and some who thinks it's too complicated to even be worth trying. But there's a quote: anything worth doing well is worth doing poorly. Right? You gotta look, the joker comes before the savior, because you gotta look silly a little bit, maybe bonk yourself in the head, right? Maybe I used to get super frustrated learning some of the patterns, but you just take your time, you're flowing, you're moving, you're breathing. Underhand swing is where I like to teach people, but some patterns come differently to other players, or to different people. So take your time with it, just move, breathe. There's no wrong way to do it, right? Full range of motion in the shoulders. Get real tight up in your center of gravity, behind the back, right? Loosen up tension, lower back, underneath the leg. This is Floyd Mayweather. Let's go underneath the leg. Pitcher, right? If you're gonna go pitchers, right? Pitching motion. Non-dominant hand, right? Work that non-dominant. And so it's so, right? Then you start to match up the patterns to the sport. Golf, right? Drag and roll for golf. For pickleball, drag and roll. For tennis, drag and roll. For football, alternating underhand sneak. Pop, right? Sprinter, if you're a sprinter, if you're a long distance runner, if you're a casual jogger, right? Weekend warrior, whatever, doesn't matter. And they all connect, but some are more sport specific than others. But they're all, you get this thing moving, you just have a better understanding of where your body's in time and space. So it lays down this foundation, right? So in my mind, the foundation is breathing, right? If you don't know how to breathe, Dr. Vranich, that's breathing, belly breathing. On top, movement, right? Rope flow. If your body's in pain, if you're all jacked up, right? If you don't warm up properly and now you have a tweaked whatever, you can't be on the field playing. So you got to make sure you're warming up properly. And this rope will cut down your warm-up time. This will cut down your injury time. Post game, post basketball game, post soccer game, whatever games you're playing, you do a little bit of this, and you kind of flush out. You get the good energy flowing. That's it. When the mind is cloudy, move the body. Hopefully this rant helps, and reach out with any questions. All right, thank you.